Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my daily news analysis. Today, in this video, we are going to understand the important articles, important news of the day. Our news ranges from different arenas, from geopolitics to environment and to economy as well. So let's begin. So, 16th January is still in India. It is celebrated as National Startup Day. On this National Startup Day, the Prime Minister of India addressed the startup ecosystem on the occasion of 10th anniversary of Startup India scheme, which was launched on January 16, 2016. So on that day, Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi has said that nearly 44,000 uh, startup has registered in 2025. That is the highest annual addition since its inception, since this policy was this initiative has taken place. Less than he has said that in year 2014 there were less than 500 startups in India, and there were only 4 unicorn companies. But now there are more than 2 lakh startups in India and around 125 unicorns in 2025. It is a great achievement for India. And also, according to global institutions, India is third largest producing country. It ranks third in all over the world. So we need to understand why everyone in around our world is now contributing about startup. Why they are why they are talking about startups. What is the significance of startup? Actually, what is the meaning of startup? So basically, if I have to define startup, startup is a ecosystem designed to develop and scale innovations, innovative products and services. startups are Startups ranges from many fields, from education to healthcare sector to textile sector to food industries, the, all of the things that you can understand in pharmaceutical sectors. In now the startups are now we are also doing producing our startups in space technology also. So they are so startup identify various opportunities in all walks of life, and they provide you an innovative solution to the problems of life. So why it is very important? It boosts um, economic growth because the development, the production is taking place in our country. So it makes India self-reliant. It increases India's GDP growth rate, and it also increases the employment rate of the country. And it is a kind of this policy. It's a kind of a mindset shift that that an Indian youth should change their mindset from job seeker to become a job creator. That they will create something, they will innovate something in our country and make our country and contribute in making our country developed economy. This is very very important. And it also increases the investments like foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment also. So that is why startup is very very important. So as India, but there are some challenges that are there, like sustaining funding during global economic uncertainties, expand access to risk capital and advanced infrastructures. We need to bridge the gap between talent and research and development gaps. Like we have the people, but we are not producing the but we are not utilizing our our, our strength very well, right? uh, we need to strengthen our deep tech ecosystem through academia industry collaborations. We need to integrate startups with the national missions like AI, defense, space, climate technology. We need to enhance our domestic manufacturing under startup led innovation and ensure data driven governance in data AI governance also, in order to manage our cyber security challenges also, because everything has become an online cases, and if lots of startup cases are arising, so we need to protect our people from cyber crisis, from fraud cases also, and we need to make a robust data we need to make a robust digital infrastructure which is secure, safe, and protected. We need to focus on export oriented and globally competitive sector. We need to avoid regional and sectoral concentration. Only in that way we can generate more millionaires and billionaires in our country. Moving towards a second news headline. So, Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh on Friday, he has announced that European Union President, that is Antonia Costilla, and European Council President Ursula von der Leyen, they are going to be the chief guest on the occasion of 77th Republic Day. The this year the theme of our Republic Day is Vande Mataram, and this and in this Republic Day, on our Republic Day parade, some new uh, things are going to show, like military showcases Bhairav Battalion Regiment. It is a newly inductive regiment, which is a you would say the first battalion which is trained in dealing and handling current warfare situations. Earlier they are trained on conventional warfare situation, but as we know that situations are now changing, so we need a robust battalions, robust uh, commandos, and this is battalion is that one. They are going to perform on Republic Day. Also, military also showcase their drone Shakti and universal rocket launch as well. Moving towards a third news headline of the day. So, the third news headline basically talks about global uncertainty index. So, World Economic Forum released the Global Risk Report of 2026. It is its 21st edition, and it basically assess the global risk that our whole world are facing. With what are the kind of risks that whole world are facing, from 2 years to 10 years, in within years, what are the kind of risks that government, that our whole world is going to face. The number one is geopolitical confrontation. As we know that what kind of geopolitics are now happening, right? Whenever you woke up another day, you are seeing one thing or another thing keeps on happening. Some uh, someone some countries are on the edge of war. Lots of tariffs are happening. So our geopolitics is changing. It has become a wavy situations, like, you know uh, it has become unpredictable, and it is affecting the countries also. There is a term called as butterfly effect. Butterfly effect says that, you know uh, if something if something even an event A happens at at a place, its waves can be seen at a place B, right? That is known as butterfly effect. If a butterfly flaps its river, so maybe there will be a thunderstorm at any other place. So as we know that something or other things keeps happening in USA, Venezuela, Greenland, or other country, but their effect can be seen on India or another country, because the world has become a global village. So it has a global, and it has become the number one risk, which is followed by state-based armed conflict, extreme weather event as well. So they have given a 20 list of 20 risks that a government that our whole world is facing. It includes societal polarization, misinformation, disinformation, AI, right? Because AI has taken a lot of job opportunities, and also we are seeing Also, we are seeing the Grok controversy, deep fake AI incidents, also economic downturn, inflation is rising, and unemployment, adverse outcomes of AI, cyber security. It is also becoming a big challenge for whole world. Then there's a lack of economic opportunity and always unemployment. These are the few risks that our whole world is facing. Moving towards our fourth news headline. Our fourth news headline is about our 16th International Renewable Energy Agency Assembly. So in Abu Dhabi, the 16th International Renewable Energy Agency Assembly took place. Now, this what is this IRENA? So this IRENA, it is the only governmental agency which is exclusively dedicated to renewable energy. It supports countries in sustainable energy transition. It was established in year 2009, aligned with the statue. Its headquarters, it is in Masdar city in Abu Dhabi. Its objective is to promote renewable energy adoption for sustainable development, energy access, climate action. Also, it provides policy advice, the capacity building, technical assistance to its member. India is among the founding member of the IRENA, and it has 170 plus countries with European Union which are actively shaping IRNA's agenda and hyper capacity building efforts. So it has released a report known as Renewable Energy and Job Annual Review 2025, which basically talks about the employments that renewable energy has generated in year 2025. So according to this report, renewable energy employed 16.6 million people globally in year 2024, while the most of the jobs are taken place in solar photovoltaic sector. India's performance is around 7.7% of global renewable energy employment. 7.7% jobs are generated in India. It ranked second in solar PV and hydropower employment, and fourth in wind and liquid biofuels. So we know that now we are converting, now we are transitioning from non-renewable resources to renewable resources towards clean energy resources. So we need to generate employment in these areas, and this is not only India's problem, it is world's problem also, because climate change is a global issue, and we need to take some sustained efforts in order to combat that. And also we have to generate employment. We have to see technologies that are seeing that are generating in these areas, and that is by institutions like RENA plays a pivotal role in combating climate change, making a consensus on renewable energy, and uplift each other so that the countries can uplift each other. Moving towards our fourth news headline. So according to the International Labour Organization, it has released its employment and societal trend report in 2026, which states that the global unemployment rate in year 2026, it is projected to be remain at 4.9% in 2026 also. Last year also it was 4.9%, and this year also it was 4.9%, which states that nearly um, around 126 million people are will be the unemployed people in India. Beyond the official unemployment, the global job gaps, people who want paid work but cannot access it, is projected to reach 400 million in year 2026. So we are seeing that unemployment is not only a world India's problem, but it is a political problem also, it's a world's problem also. And why it is happening? Because in most of the countries there's a skill gap that each and every country is facing. Such kind of employment is known as structural unemployment, where um, jobs are there, but forces, they do not have adequate skills in order to do that. And youth employment remains high, around 12.4% in recent data. also this due to this things. So what are the key recommendations from the report? That we need to invest in our skills, in our education, in infrastructure to enhance workforce and economic capacity. We need to tackle barriers to participate and responsibly harness technology to create equality education. We need to ensure all regions benefit from global flows through the fair trade and labor policies, and we need to use coordinated global and domestic policies to address debt, AI disruption, and trade uncertainty. Now, I would like to end this quote video by today's quote. Our today's quote is by Bharat Khan. Bharat Khan, he has said that the if you want to know how much a country is civilized, we need just just observe how their women are treated. So if you want to know that how much a country is modernized, how much they are doing well, just see how they are treating their marginalized sections, right? How they are treating their women's animals, because that shows how much a country is civilized is. If they're treating them well, it means they're highly civilized, highly intellectual people. If they're not treating them well, it means they're not much civilized. And it happens only at a family level also, that how family members are treating their women, it shows them their class, their education, their status. We must keep in mind that we have to behave very well with women, with children, with elderly people, with marginalized sections and animals, because how we behave them, it shows our civilization. Our civilization is not in our culture, but our civilization is in our behavior. On that note, thank you so much.